Morning, how everybody doing? Bolo clips. Salute to y'all on YouTube. Salute to the people on TikTok that is coming in live. Hope all is well. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a bit of sweet reflection, We're gonna do some reflection this morning, Bittersweet reflection. Boy, I tell you, boy. Sometimes I have some topics that I want to explore, but the news in Jamaica does not let up. Trust me. The news cycle in Jamaica is absolutely ridiculous. Sometimes, as a content creator, I simply cannot keep up. We got who in the building? We got Blessed Lady. How you doing, Blessed Lady? We got FMW. How y'all doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the platform. I do encourage y'all, if you have not yet subbed up or following me on TikTok, hey, what are you waiting on? What are you actually waiting on? Go ahead and, sub up. Sub up, ladies and gentlemen, sub up. We're here to talk about three main individuals in the People's National Party. Isat Buchannan is one. Mr. Dwayne Vaz is another. And also Andre Houghton. And that is one of the reasons why I labeled or titled this, the thumbnail the way I did. Bittersweet reflection. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the bitter part about it, is that the people that are in St. James, you guys had a unique opportunity to have, one of the most brilliant minds in Jamaica at this moment, young, brilliant mind, to anchor the balance where our governance is concerned in Jamaica. And I'm talking about governance. I'm talking about having that man in the cabinet, Mr. Andre Houghton. But as it stands, the many reports that came out of St. James is that a lot of the people there, they took a lot of money to vote for the other side. And it is their loss. That is the thing about it. It's actually their loss. It's really their loss. They really dropped the ball when they let that young man go. Just Andre Houghton's story overall. Welcome to the people on Bolo clips and Bolo 2.0. Just Andre Houghton's just Andre Houghton's story. Andre Houghton came from humble beginnings. His father literally cried on the day that he was nominated, to know that where they are coming from. And, the PMP under Mark Jefferson Golding's leadership, understanding the value that they have in a doctor. Let me give him his correct title. Young man is brilliant. Dr. Andre Houghton. And, somebody just texts me and asks me if I'm not rest. Big up yourself, my brother, if you are listening. Yo, when me have the time, I just do what me have to do, man. People watch the replay, and usually I am up. So, I was supposed to do this around 12 or 11 last night, but circumstances did not allow me to. So, I had to just follow my spirit. So, here we are. Please remember to like and share the video, ladies and gentlemen. If I don't get this done now, I don't think I'm going to get it done. Friday is usually a very busy day, and I want to put this on record. So I want to say a big congratulations to Dr. Andre Horton. Huge congratulations. St. James, you dropped the ball. You honestly did. You honestly dropped the ball. So it says the PMP extends hearty congratulations to Dr. Andre Horton on being conferred with the position of professor at the University of the West Indies. Your achievement is the testimony to dedication, scholarship, and service to Jamaica. We celebrate this proud milestone with you. You understand? Excuse me. I learned a lot from Dr. Andre Horton just by, following the campaign and the messages that he actually put out on his social media pages, the interviews that he's done. I learned a lot about the financial history of Jamaica. Even when you think about FinSac, he gave me, I heard him on an interview giving reference to what actually caused FinSac. He has always told the facts and the truth about the situation. He has not sugarcoated it. Where there was some blame to extend even to the PMP, he did so. He's an honest individual, Dr. Andre Horton. That's my view of him, my assessment of his character. He's extremely hardworking, he's passionate, and he come from the people, the majority of the people, and he really wants to maximize the potential of the youth, the brilliant youth that are in certain spaces in our country that we wish they had more opportunity. You know what I mean? And so, being a politician, as I understand it, was not really what he wanted to do, I think. But, we need people like him in politics. Also, the other brother, the Rasta Bridging, he's also one of them as well. We need some new people in politics that come from the grassroots background. You understand? We need more of those people there. I would love to flood the parliament with them. The good ones, because there's bad and good in every facet of society. But I'm telling you, St. James, you guys dropped the ball, man. Andre Horton should have been in parliament. Y'all dropped the ball. This man should have been an MP. No joke. His vision for Jamaica, his vision for the economy, and just every facet of Jamaica, because good economy would mean we have good hospitals, good economy. How are you doing, Larado? Blessings, good morning. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore your message. It just missed me because I was, in my thought. A good economy doesn't just mean money in your pockets. A good economy is reflected in how well healthcare is, the hospitals. A good economy reflects the education level in the actual country. And Dr. Andre Horton, in his brilliance, he really gets it. He really understands it. And I've always heard him come to the platforms with a holistic view and approach to solving the problems that we face in our country. And it's truly a damn shame that this young man is not an MP at this moment. Truly, truly sad. But you guys voted back for Marlene Malahoof. You guys voted back in Marlon Malahou fourth. Somebody that is responsible for this law that we're going to talk about this morning, because we can't stop talking about it. This law where if you get caught with an imitation gun, you will get 15 years mandatory. An imitation gun is a broad language which could mean, I don't know, a water gun, a literal water gun, a board gun. 15 years in prison. You guys voted for that woman to go back into parliament. It's a dark day in Jamaica. Anyway, I hope you guys don't mind the dark stream, you know. Alright, I hope you guys don't mind. Wow, that's not what I clicked on. What's going on here? You know what? I don't want to change topics. I just want to play this this portion here of last night's live stream. No. Oh, here we go. This is it. This is the portion I want to play. Alright. Here we go. Big up to Panajar TV. Yes, here we go.
Rejuvenate your natural beauty.
Oh, and you know, big congratulations to Andre. I was watching the early part of the show in regards to his interview on TVJ, Smile Jamaica. And I have to say, I said it in the chat, but you know, you can see that the man is very passionate about fashion and is that art and that creative space. And I really wish him all the best. And I'm glad that he has taken that back up, because you see, it's one thing in life, you know, and this is for everybody. You see, when you can find something that you're extremely passionate about and you live that passion, it's just everything. Your joy increases, you know, your life experience become amplified. You find that things start to just move in a more positive way for you. You know what I mean? Let me know if the fan is too loud, because the fan there sometimes is like a whirlwind. Anyway, here we go.
You know, Jamaica, welcome. Welcome. Today, I celebrate Dr. Andre Hart.
Yes.
Today, I celebrate Dr. Andre Hart, who has, and let me play a song. I have to play this song, Jamaica, to celebrate him. Play this song, Jamaica, to celebrate Professor. Call him Professor. Now he's the professor.
He's not only a doctor, he's now a professor. Come on, man, stop playing.
No worry. Or the Caribbean's youngest professor. No worry. No worry. Professor Hart.
Yes.
Are you aware that he's one of Jamaica's or the Caribbean's youngest professors?
Mm-hmm.
He has written many books, many publications. Today we were talking to him and said, Dwayne, the man have almost 25 publications already. I'm going to put it in the WhatsApp channel.
People, when I tell you that Dr. Andre Horton is nothing short of brilliant, the man ideas, we really drop, no, St. James, wanna drop the ball, you know, wanna really make the labor right, them buy on the out, wanna really make the labor right, them put money in our pocket for vote against this brilliant young man. You guys could have had him all to yourself in fixing many of the problems in your community as an MP. Not just fixing the problems, but improving your living, your environs, you know, your future, present. Yo, may I tell you to say, yo, you guys really messed up. It is really sad, ladies and gentlemen, that this young man, this brilliant young man, is not in Parliament. My goodness.
I'm going to put it in the WhatsApp channel. Look how much Jamaica.
Sad, man. Sad. Sad. This is the bitter part of it for me. Very sad.
Look at how much publication they have. I'm Mr. Prof. I can't call him that anymore. And in such way, look here. Come talk, you know. I'm putting it in the group right now. When you look at how much publications the man have, I say, mighty God. And who know down West Central St. James?
Sad.
Only the one, the free liar. The free we're not even there in the app. Look here. If you go on my WhatsApp channel, look there. The value of the US dollar, interest rate volatility, measuring sustainability, interaction between monetary policy, social entrepreneurship, exchange rate that, policy analysis, financial dollarization, the growth comparison, the overcoming. Watch it. All of them something them right. All of them something them right. And you go and tell me, only did one Barabbas.
Yo, no. It sounds funny, you know, but you guys really chose the devils. You guys really chose the devils. The ones that did. You guys really chose the devils, yo. The witches and the warlocks over a young, honest.
Who in any way facilitated, provided the arms, or were involved and pulled the trigger themselves. We will find it.
In other news, China Harbour Engineering Company.
Wow. And then fast forward to this. Fast forward to this situation now.
I want to appeal to the community, especially in the Linkside area. You might see increased police actions inside there that we want to continue.
I'm gonna for the people on TikTok, I'm gonna end the live and come back here. May I restart the live because I'm gonna flag the live. I restart the TikTok live. I'm gonna flag the live too much more.
Supporting that community, and it might affect several other communities in space. But just rest assured that the JCF will continue its investigation and we appeal for the continued support of the public during this time as we see justice for the victims.
So are in the firearm recovered and
two firearms were seized, one M16 rifle, as I said, in the community of Norris, and here in Grange, handgun was also seized.
Can you see how the other men in this car, how they escaped them?
Well, the initial report is saying that several few persons ran from the vehicle, but they were challenged by one person who was left on the ground.
Can you clarify for us, was it an ongoing operation or they were just intercepted by stop and search?
As I say, the investigation is ongoing, and from those investigations, so as things unfold, we will respond accordingly.
And you said that once it is supposed to expect more police presence, are we thinking zones of special operations or just?
Not at the moment. As it is so far, we have imposed curfews on some communities in the Linkside area, and those might continue for a little while until we are satisfied that we have achieved our objective.
So when you hear that, Kenneth, how you doing? Big up yourself. Antonio, I see you. Good morning. Welcome. So that was 10 hours ago. Something to keep an eye on, ladies and gentlemen. You know? I want you guys to forgive the bad word in this one that I'm about to play. It's a very short video. This is, let's listen.
First class. Let's see the label right there. A boast about them 1 p.m. You all did not know what 1 p.m. mean. 1, poverty minister. Now we don't see poverty going in our country. After 1 month after the Prime Minister win. Now me do video, everyone from every parish I tell you say it's not an overall stay like this. Every parish is like this. So poverty upon Jamaica. Show labor right. A poverty upon Jamaica.
And not just poverty alone, you know. And not just poverty alone. You can't stay there.
Mr. Honest.
Hold on the London. Just give me a second the London. Hold on. Breaks London. Breaks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Dwayne Vaz. Alright? Dwayne Vaz for the PNP. I think he's responsible for what? Roadworks. Shadow Minister for Roadworks, I believe. Let me see. Oh yeah, physical development. Deputy Road and Works. Right? He's the deputy spokesperson on Road and Works. Alright, so that is Dwayne Vaz. Now Dwayne Vaz, ladies and gentlemen, has been very active. And I would invite you guys to follow him on Instagram. And this is the sweet part for me, because the People's National Party spokespersons and MPs, they have been very active, and they are not shy at all in terms of putting in the work from early. I mean, to me, they are acting as if they are the government. They are literally acting as if they are the government at this point. Alright, check this out. Oh, this is another video. Oh, wow. No, man, that man at work, man. So, oh my God, wait a minute. So, Dwayne Vaz, big up yourself, my boss. Big up yourself.
Of Parliament for Central Westmoreland. It is time for the word on the street. Today I wanted to journey with us on the road from Dunbar's River going up to Torrington. Everybody knows this road is not bad condition. The other day we threw some mud on it, but of course the heavy rains have washed that away. But I want to give you some information. I met with the National Works Agency and they have told me that unfortunately there is no money at the moment for patching or for road rehabilitation. So we have to wait a bit. But we will continue to lobby until we get that done. But until that is done, I am assuring residents that if the rains hold up for the rest of this week, on Sunday, when we have less traffic on the road, we'll again be doing something temporary so that you can traverse the road in a decent and proper manner. I've seen the videos, I've heard the cries, I've seen the traffic pile up every morning. We know that sometimes it takes an hour just from Amity to come down the south just because of those sections of the road.
Wow.
So we'll try to see what we can do on the weekend so that on Monday morning there will be some ease with regards to the time it takes and the surface that you have to drive on. So bear with us until we get it right, and we assure you that we will get it right. So
constant communication, that was 6 days ago. Now this is the same road them doing some patching on at the mall, because he did say they're going to do some temporary things to it. Hopefully the rain will hold up. So here there's no money at the moment from the road, from the part of the government responsible for the road. There's no money, ladies and gentlemen, at the moment. We don't know when there's going to be money, but there's no money at the moment. When you see the Minister of Finance looking to the local entities for loans, things are bad, yeah? Wow, not growing the economy.
I am Dwayne Vaz, your Member of Parliament for Central Westmoreland. Welcome to Power Talk Mondays. Violence against women is our topic today. And we're bringing up this topic again because of a recent situation where a young woman was murdered placed in a suitcase and thrown on the wayside.
Jaja.
How can we treat the people who nurture our society like this? We must join hands and hearts together and preach the message that we should not be murdering, we should not be beating, we should not be abusing any female or any child.
Period.
Let us understand.
Period. Full stop. Period. Yo, listen, man. It don't look good on our society, bro. Alright? If I was a woman, I would be looking down on the Jamaican society. Or any society that abuse against women is just, it's too much. Like an abuse against children. The cases that have happened, I mean, and violence overall, you know, because I think we need to just remove the gender part of it. Just violence overall need to be frowned upon. You see, for the persons that have pent up anger, them need to have, like, I don't know, maybe some sort of academy where they send them, or for them to briefly go to blow off steam where there's a controlled environment. And if you feel like you are Billy Badass in terms of, oh, you just love to fight, listen, we can carry into a healthy fighting environment. You understand? Where you can do it professionally. It can be like a escape. But for you to put your hands on vulnerable people, and vulnerability can be for men as well. That's why I say I want to eliminate the gender part of it, whether it's male or female or it's children. Vulnerability happens. You have men that are stronger than other men, right? You have a lot of different scenarios where violence plays out. And I'm saying, if you really are, you have that thing where you just love to fight or something, I don't know, man. They need to have a space where people can go to blow off steam legally. Well, go ahead, blow off some steam legally. Go ahead. You know, boxing, you know, whatever, man. Some type of legal fighting space where they can go. Right? Because praying on, and I feel like if a man put his hands on a woman, and we really want to ensure that we move that energy out of the society, men like those need to go into prisons where, yo, you're gonna fight people your equal body weight and height, pound for pound, every day. And I'm talking about a controlled, legal environment. Maybe that's a bit too extreme. Maybe it goes against the Constitution. I don't know. Just some ideas I'm throwing out there. Because something has to give, man. It has to stop. The man, them unalive the young lady. I don't know. I don't know who unalived her. I'm just saying, whoever unalived her, and they put her in a suitcase. I mean, my God. What do you do with somebody like that when they catch them? And I'm not saying to unalive them. I really believe that there's creative ways to actually have those people that are caught with those types of crimes. Yeah, man, prison time and so hard labor, man. Hard labor. Hard labor. And you see, the money that they generate in prison, the victims that they actually, you know, did the violence to, I think it should be a way that the prisoners generate money and money goes to that individual from the government through the work, the hard labor that the individual in prison. It should be a way for real rehabilitation, all right, and also atonement, because a lot of the times when people get abused, they need to see a shrink. You understand what I'm saying? Christine, how you doing? They need to see a shrink. And then the individual that's doing hard labor, they might need to see a shrink as well.
The effects that this has on our society, we must come together and sing the same song. Please, I'm asking, let us do the necessary things. From the home, to the school, to the church, in the community. Let us teach our people how to love each other, how to live with each other in a comfortable and respectable manner. Let us teach our people how to deal with resolutions.
Conflict resolution.
When it comes down to arguments.
Yeah.
We don't have to fight about everything. We must can talk it over and deal with things in a decent way. So please, I'm asking you in Westmoreland and in Jamaica, let us stamp out this violence. Let us stop this abuse of our females and our children. And
real talk. Sorry about that, guys. Accident. I think I need to do some self-reflection in terms of, you know, with the way how I put my arguments across on here. Sometimes I get emotional and I will shout, to be honest with you. And I think I need to tone that down because I don't want people to get the wrong impression in terms of, because I'm the type of person that can have a heated conversation with you and putting my hands on you, it wouldn't even cross my mind to do so. You understand? And I just think differently. We are men. We're supposed to can shout and argue and still maintain that level of respect. That's how I look at it, but maybe I'm naive. So I probably need to tone down that even in real time, in real life, and actually when I'm actually delivering these live streams, you know? So this is what okay, here we go. Let's see what's going on here.
Good day to my constituents of Central Westmoreland. We're today on Hudson Street. One of the roads we're doing through the TP Depot program. Remember, we came the other day, outlined the type of work we're going to do, and today we just want to give you an update. So the paving of the road started yesterday. We were here the other day when the drain cleaning started. The paving started yesterday, and that is what is being completed today. So we have 2 loads of barber green that we're putting on the road, and as I said, it will be completed today. And then we go forward to the other roads. Remember, we have Darling Street coming up, we have New Market Oval coming up, and these will begin in next week. We will start in next week. So the drains will start first, just like we did at Hudson Street, and then the paving will happen on the road. Just bear with us. As we stated from day one, we're starting the Hudson Street, and then we'll move on to some sections of Darling Street and some sections in the New Market Oval community. So here, as I said, be patient. We will do the work one by one. I thank you very much. Good day to my constituents.
No, you have to give it up to Mr. Dwayne Valls. In my work. And let me tell you why I say that. It's not like action and we come and jump up and run and talk about carpet. This man is communicating with the people. And he has always done that because I've always watched his Instagram. He's very good at communication with the people in his constituency. The issues that they have. You understand? And I think it's the way to go. And I appreciate what he's doing. And I want him to go stride to stride so he can, benefit the people, our brothers and sisters in his constituency. And as a spokesperson on those things, you know, advocate, obviously, for the rest of Jamaica. Shereen, what's up? Good morning to you, darling. How are you doing? So big up Mr. Dwayne Vaz. No. Isat Buchannan did a live. But before we go to the part of the live I want to go to, my mother sent me something that I don't even. Let me hear this. Hold on. Let me hear what I'm going to say.
My viewers and subscribers.
Oh, this was when. Oh, okay. They said Portland Beach residents are upset. See if we can find it. Oh wow. Oh, this is serious. Wait a minute. Wait, what? No, this is serious. What's going on, so?
Time you really have to stand up with something, you know, or fall for everything, you know. Listen to this. I cut the video for you now.
We put up beaches. Just watch what I say. We should be scared now when we put up beaches.
Alright, yard_news. Let me find the TikTok page there. Yard_news. Let me find a TikTok page there. This is interesting. Big up Jamaica topic. Yeah man, let me see what I got on yard_news. Something going on East Portland, man. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Let's hear this. What's going on? Portland residents reject development plans near local beach. Oh.
Just everything I said basically is for $100. The purple cotton water that they are forcing them to drink now is $200.
Just watch what I say. We should be scared now when we put up beaches because a lot has been happening. Not until we can get some clarity. Because clarity is very important.
A line drawn in the sand by residents of Drapers in Portland over an idea to set up an enrichment center for youngsters on lands around the Sanko Bay beach. 200 residents turned up, according to them, at short notice on Monday evening at news of a meeting about the beach. After talks fell through, 250 residents returned the following evening on Tuesday at the Drapers Primary School. The person pitching the proposal is Savannah Baker, daughter of John Baker, who owns the nearby G-Jam Hotel.
The idea is just to give children tools outside of what they're learning at school and to keep them off the iPads. And as I said, I have a deck and it has many different ideas there, teaching how to swim, growing, we would have a garden and teaching to farm.
She added there would also be a playground and employment opportunities for residents to be lifeguards, to teach swimming, learn CPR, and get qualified to be mentors for the youngsters. But the residents were not buying what they conceded seemed well-intentioned on the surface. They point to a history of access to public beaches being ripped from their hands, the Blue Lagoon being the most recent example.
This struggle that we're having right now with the Blue Lagoon, we don't want it to reach, you know, right? Because right now, we've been in court, 2 years now, okay? And if you hear some of the names that we have to be going up against, some of these names are the same people who are saying that they want to bring development to this community.
Those who come and live after that is time. Help us to improve the conditions here, improve the structures, let us get the Jamaica Tourist Board to start to advertise Portland again.
Wilburn Carr from the Jamaica Beach Birthright Environmental Movement, JABEM, says Sanko Bay Beach lacks certain basic amenities like proper lighting. Noting the conditional reopening of the Blue Lagoon after an almost 9-month closure from August 2022 to June 2023 for the improvement of sanitary conveniences and management, residents stressed that any development on and around the few remaining public beaches must include earning opportunities for the citizens.
Let certain people know that you are visitors in our land. And when you come here, we are kind and we are cordial and we love you and we give you space to build and grow and develop, but stop insulting us.
We are not monkeys. We are not swinging from no mad vine. And when you came here, we were not doing that. So bottom line, the beach, if we can raft, carry boat tour, me suppose we can get group of people go down the palm bus and call up the man them from the area and say we need 10 to go up on the boat, we need 10 to go up on the raft, and we need some people selling some crafts to make out of joke steers and all of these things. The man who maybe just can sell a little drinks by Franco Bay or sell something at the gate to Franco Bay, we cannot afford to push away these people. This is how they send their children to school and eat food and pay their light bill. And if we're not going to do anything to help them to come up, we're going to help them to go down.
Now, amid talk of pot.
You know, I think I want to move to East Portland. Susan, how are you doing? I think I want to move to East Portland. There is a revolutionary spirit in the people of East Portland. When them did broke the vase, they showed you that. When people responded to them negatively, them come right out and shut them up. I like East Portland. I really admire you guys. Salute to East Portland. You know, the fight for Blue Lagoon. And they have a gem in an MP of the Honorable Isat Buchannan. You understand? An advocate for the Constitution, an advocate for human rights, an advocate for our freedoms. This is why I call this video bittersweet, because on one end we didn't get the brilliant mind of Andre Hart in. On the other end, Dwayne Vaz is there, he's doing an excellent job, and we have Isat Buchannan that has been doing the job before he became MP, been representing the people, you understand, standing with them, fighting with them, and credit to the people for fighting for themselves. Did you hear how much people came to this meeting? The first day and the second day, how much came after that? These people are invested in their community and they're standing up. They are not being bamboozled by these hotel owners that come to Jamaica and you know, flash in front of them these elaborate ideas that they know is eventually going to limit the access of them to the beaches. And the people of Portland reject them and they say no to them. And they're willing to go all the way to the courts to fight the fight. And that is exactly the spirit that I want every single part of the country to have. We have to unite. We absolutely have to unite, ladies and gentlemen. Because if we don't pay attention to these things, what is going to happen is we're going to be a prisoner in our own country. We're going to be a prisoner in our own houses. And when I speak, it's like people don't remember what happened in the pandemic. How the world was locked down and people were imprisoned in their houses. You still think it's too far-fetched? These people are locking off the beach access from us. It should not happen. We should not allow it to happen. It goes against the actual laws of the land, and we are allowing them to get away with it because we don't want to fight for what is ours. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. If we don't fight for what is ours, a bully is going to come and take it from us. I really want you guys to grasp that and understand that. What we have, the freedoms that we have today, our ancestors fought and died for us to have these minor freedoms that we have. And if we believe that we can just sit back and those freedoms are going to be there still, just on automatic, when we see all these challenges coming our way, you don't think you need to get up and actually unite and fight for your right? You made a sad mistake. And it's going to be the saddest mistake you ever made in your entire life. If we allow it, these people are going to put us right back into slavery. And I'm not exaggerating. If we allow it, and the key word is if we, and the most key word is allow it. That statement, if we allow it, we are going to be right back into slavery. Thank God for the people of East Portland, man. I'm telling you, man. Revolutionary.
Possibly securing an attorney to fight attempts to privatize Sanko Bay Beach came this assurance.
I have no ulterior motive in this, and GJAM again is not involved, and this is not a ploy for GJAM to take the beach.
Still, a commitment to fight for their beach rights.
Every beach, every river, every waterfall, you and your children should be able to access. And it's going to happen in my lifetime. Just watch what me I say.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is a Caucasian lady. And she is Jamaican. Oh, yes. Just watch what me I say. Where is the fight? Oh, man. Yo, you know what, man? I'm pissed off at our people, man. And don't get me wrong, all right? Hey, you Jamaican, man, salute to you. All right? I'm saying, where are the black brothers and sisters? Where are you? Where is the advocacy in real time? This lady is standing up and being quoted and letting her voice be heard. And it's another white lady or brown lady or light-skinned lady them actually talking against, you know, in terms of, listen, you got all these plans for this and that and the other thing, but you see the beach, there will be no privatization of this beach here, you know. Just remember that. So if you feel like, say, that is what some little wiggle way you're going to come in and try to style the thing, just know, say, you're not in a problem with we as the native them from early. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's play that back again. That last part. I love it.
I have no ulterior motive in this, and GJAM again is not involved, and this is not a ploy for GJAM to take the beach.
Still, a commitment to fight for their beach rights.
Every beach, every river, every waterfall, you and your children should be able to access. And it's going to happen in my lifetime. Just watch what me I say. Just watch what me I say.
Yo, big up that lady there. Yo, big up my mother to send me the link, and big up Jamaica Hot Topic to share this information. This is huge. Big up East Portland. Yo, you guys are the best. I appreciate y'all. Y'all just don't understand, bro. Man, I really think I'm going to move to East Portland. Y'all think I'm playing? Y'all think I'm playing? Yo, I might be moving to East Portland. No cap. Facts. Let's go to the next part of why I'm live right now. Like I said, Isat Buchannan did a live stream earlier on Context Matters. I mean, if you're not subscribed to Context Matters with Isat Buchannan, I really don't know what you're waiting on. You're very much missing out. The man is a lawyer. He's the MP for East Portland as well. And he has the realest history in terms of, you know, a Jamaican. You understand? His past is he's open about his entire life, really. and the challenges when young. Princess, how you doing? Good morning. We have Lorraine in the building. What's up, Lorraine? Bless up, bless up, bless up. All right. So let me.
Homosexual offences registry. Nobody now asks you what conviction you have. You can even commit murder. And once you do your time, you drop in and you just tell the immigration officer, yeah, you know I'm going to Sandals. I'm taking a vacation. My head is hurting me and I got a lot of US dollars with me, but don't worry, I got a lot on my credit card. You know me? But I ain't got more than $10,000, so I'm just gonna be in the what do you call it? Yeah, the hotel. And yeah, I know crime is high in Jamaica, so I'm gonna stay in the hotel. I ain't going outside where it's violent and the police officers are extrajudicially killing them ninjas. I ain't doing that. You know, I ain't about that. I got a U.S. passport, and I know it's bigger and it's better than anything y'all got going on in Jamaica. So let me in, you understand? It's how we gonna do it. Get me? And then they'll say, yeah, all right, bossy.
Yo, I gotta go back. I caught this the right time. Wait a minute.
It's done. They said, oh man, my head hurt me. Let me need a vacation. You know, we understand how get the certificate from the operate a certain way. For instance, in America, the land of the free and the home of the brave, Star Spangled Banner or whatever. They have mandatory minimum sentences. And the good question, Colin, why up to 10 years? Because what of
okay, so he's talking about the Firearms Act, where them have the mandatory 15-year sentence, right? So now, yeah, I think I need to go back a little because the argument that was being made here is important. But leading up to that, that sounds very interesting. The example he's giving about, you know, and I caught a part of it at Atta of the Press, and I said, nah, I need to come check this out. So big up Atta for the Press. So let me hear that reason.
$500,000 US a year for the 30 years.
Oh, right here, so.
50 years.
Right here, so. Right here, so.
Ensuring that.
Right here, so. Mm-hmm.
We have to think about how we protect the youth of this country.
Yes, right.
We have to think about how vindictive it is to attack the children of this nation.
Yes.
Yes, we have to think about this. Because if we don't, and the bill was the bill. This particular bill is the brainchild of the former Attorney General Malahoo.
So Malahoo Fort.
I am certain that
Malahoo Fort is the brainchild of this act that is going to imprison people for a water gun. She's the brainchild for it. Yo, listen, I told y'all that lady was a witch. I told y'all. My spirit, bro, I'm telling you, man, that lady crossed my entire spirit, bro. I don't like that lady, bro. She is all types of creepy, bro. She got a bad spirit. You understand what I'm saying? A bad, and no, it's like no matter what she does, she could smile. She just looks like a witch. And that's my opinion. I might be wrong. That's my opinion, though. Marlene Malahoo Fort really she got witch energy, bro. Facts. That's how I feel.
A review of this bill is the brainchild of the former Attorney General. Because the bill, this particular bill, is the brainchild of the former Attorney General Malahoo Fort. I am certain that a review of this bill. So long. Yeah, and what we expect to do in terms of ensuring that if we are seeking justice, that justice is the form of justice is within the Constitution. Mandatory minimum sentences, in my mind, and I will just submit to you, is unconstitutional. I know what this is.
You hear that? Mandatory or minimum sentences are unconstitutional in his mind. And he's going to explain to us why he thinks that.
And I will just submit to you, is unconstitutional. I know what the CCJ is. I know the context in which these things were addressed by the Privy Council. What is not contemplated is that the context of punishment. Mandatory minimum sentences in first world countries, they can work. The road to rehabilitation in first world countries are clearly defined. Mind you, just last week, a man from Chicago, wrongfully convicted, spent 30 years in prison, was awarded $15 million. That's about $500,000 a year for the 30 years. While George Williams, who spent 50 years in prison, no conviction, is awarded less than $1 million.
Now, this part right here, so, you know, this is where context truly matters. So you telling me a man was wrongfully convicted in the United States and got 15 million US? And the Rasta Bridging, Mr. Williams didn't even go to trial and was in prison for 50 years. That's even more egregious. And he did not get $1 million US. Nah, bro. No. And it gets worse, you know, ladies and gentlemen. And this is why we need, I thank God for Isaac Buchannan. This is why we need Isaac Buchannan in Parliament. Big up East Portland.
And lo and behold, government says, we don't think the family should be able to spend it. Let us spend it for him. We will...
Oh, no, hear that? You guys hear that? Hey, Annie Isabel Rose. Hey, Mystic Sensation. Hey, everybody. I know say at half I press I go cover it because I see me get it from. I see me see it from, and she said she go look into it more. Yo, hey, the man in the wilderness. Yo, Sulfur. Yo, every vlogger will have integrity. Listen to me, man. Auntie Jenny. No. We have to put one big bright light on this. You're telling me that the government of Jamaica refused to hand over the little money to the people and where the caretaker for the man? Them decide that they want to control the money and spend the money. People want to see a skullduggery this. What is going to happen when the man is no longer with us? What the government going to do? They're going to keep the rest of the money? Huh? Isn't the money supposed to be handed over to the man? Caretaker? The person that has been checking up on him? Right? Big up yourself, good heater. I can't pronounce the other part. Sorry. Right? Big up, good morning. This man was locked up in prison, George Williams. Without a trial, he never went to court. And he spent 50 years in prison, rotting away. The man have mental issues. And if it wasn't for Isaac Buchannan, if it wasn't for God sent Isaac Buchannan, may I tell you, say, yo, the man that they are in prison right now, rotting in prison. How many other persons in prison right now have a similar situation to George Williams are saying? And they didn't even give him $1 million US. What a damn shame. So he can't even leave Jamaica and go to the States or some other place to live where he can get better medical treatment and live a respectable life for the rest of his days. They already robbed him of 50 years of his life, and now they're robbing him of his money. Don't see that government are wicked, yo, General. And I said that without any apology. This is highway robbery. Why is it that the people that have been checking up on this man, him real family member, them don't get the money for him. Why the government believes that them supposed to be the father or the mother for this man? They are overstepping their boundaries. And I strongly believe it's because them don't want the man to get all of the money. Them is wicked. And I'm simply speaking of belief. This is my opinion. This is what I feel. And I could be wrong. I don't trust this government. I don't trust the Jamaica Labour Party. I don't trust Andrew and him banner cronies or so-called MPs. I don't trust them. Huh? Oh my God.
To spend and distribute and allocate to spend US dollars. And lo and behold, government says, we don't think the family should be able to spend it. Let us spend it for him. We will spend and distribute and allocate the funds of a man who is well in his 70s. And so a third world country, while we continue to exercise and demonstrate the veracity, the potency of the book Animal Farm, and we have substituted our masters so that we can become the oppressors and treat the people of society, the citizens of this country, worse than the slave masters. Worse.
Yo, and I lie, am I telling you? I told you guys already. Alright? Yo, man, I tell you, say, God, good. Yo, me say, me can't believe that the man really, it's like every single day I learn something will make me, you know, say hard for it is actually, let me say this, and I'm being very, very open and honest right now. You see the people that come on these streams early in the morning, now I get one very, very honest, more honest and raw Bolo. You know, it is quite hard for me to maintain a lack of hatred for these people. Paulette, how you do it? It's taking a lot out of me to maintain a lack of hatred for these people. You know, let me just go to this. I'm going to show you what he's talking about in terms of whoa. Did I send it to my... There's a video I saw on TikTok where the police them tear down some stalls in a Ochi in a center, and the person panny and say, yo, I this gonna vote for third term. Yo, people pan Bolo VNR, you guys, please don't move. Give me 30 seconds. Me I find the video. Me have to find the video there and send it to myself. Copy nice. Let me find that video there. History. Scroll. Where's that video? Where is that video? Come on, man. It's not that far. Shouldn't be this far. I guess it's not It's not on this profile. Stop it, nice, man. Oh no. Anyway, I can't find it. Sucks. Sorry about that, guys. Everybody's gone anyway. Tell the people and say give me 30 seconds and then just lift up. Anyway, it was worth it. I didn't find it though, but it was worth it. I really wanted to find it, but take my word for it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I saw that video and I was like, wow, this is what is happening. Man, videos. I really hate when I don't have the things I'm looking for. I really hate it. What is this? Oh my God. Really, bro? How did this pop up? Out of everything. Oh, really? Okay. I can live with that until I find what I'm actually looking for. Wow. Let me just continue to play this.
Than the colonial realities that we are coming from. Because I can tell you this. Let's talk about America. And let's talk about convictions.
Yes.
And I'm overlapping because there is a proposed amendment to the legislation about expungement, a step in the right direction, but quite discriminatory. In that, it now says, as long as you don't serve more than 10 years in prison, your records can be expunged when the rehabilitation period has expired. And there's a start date, 2005 is the beginning. Right? And when one thinks about that, when one thinks about this, rather than look at it and say, it cannot be that first world countries operate a certain way. For instance, in America, the land of the free and the home of the brave, star-spangled banner or whatever, they have mandatory minimum sentences. And the good question, Colleen, why up to 10 years? Because why you have mandatory minimum sentences and you say a young person with a toy gun, 18 years old, have a PlayStation gun at him yard and him just done him TikTok live and a girl love him off and him say, yo, if you want to see me, my girl, if you want to come to Jamaica, come see me, bring a PlayStation with you and we want a gun too. And she brings it. And police kick off in Bertram and say, well, here you have gun in here, and then the police say, boss, that's the one for the head of the operation. We find one toy gun. And the boss said, lock him up and throw him in on the truck back and charge him for illegal possession of a prohibited weapon. And then he's in possession. Judge's hands are tied regardless of the circumstances. And if he pleads guilty, she wants to give the certificate from the Criminal Justice Act, but if the Court of Appeal don't agree, it's 15 years. Hands are tied. And then the 15 years pass, and you come out, and then they say you can't get the record expunged because you served 15 years. So the punishment is a lifetime rather than an expungement. Mind you, I'm of the view that whether your records are expunged or not, self-rehabilitation and improvement of self through education is a mechanism that can get you to transcend convictions. Even if the people on X and other spaces want to not recognize that you are an attorney, well accomplished and speak before the Privy Council, and they still think, oh, you're some dirty convict. we understand how society thinks about convictions. So much so that if you get multiple traffic tickets and you're convicted, people still think that's the worst thing that you do. So in America, having finished your sentence and you're now a convict, there are certain state facilities that you won't be able to access. However, when you say, oh, I just finished this prison sentence, I need to take a breeze out. Mind you, you're either a pedophile, a murderer, whatever it is, sentence done. You say, oh man, my head hurt me, let me need a vacation. You just grab up your passport after having multiple convictions like R. Kelly or P. Diddy, baby oil packed in your not your carry-on, but your hand luggage. And you just take it, you just show up at the airport and you just tell the customs officer and immigration officer, yeah, I'm here to take a vacation. I'm going to Iberia Star. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, take that, let me in. And then just say, all right, this is Diddy, well on. And just stamp you. And you just with your big dirty conviction for prostitution and whatever ever it is that you have. All right.
Oh, snap, my bad. My bad, y'all, my bad.
To Iberia Star, you know what it's up? An immigration officer, yeah, I'm here to take a vacation. I'm going to Iberia Star, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, take that, let me in. And then just say, all right, this is Diddy, well on. And just stamp you. And you just with your big dirty conviction for prostitution and whatever ever it is that you have. Or if you're R. Kelly and you get out, your big conviction for peeing on people and sex with a person under the age of 16 or whatever you do, you just pop into. No sexual offenses registry, nobody now asks you what conviction you have, you can even commit murder. And once you do your time, you drop in and you just tell the immigration officer, yeah, you know I'm going to Sandals. I'm taking a vacation, my head is hurting me and I got a lot of US dollars with me, but don't worry, I got a lot on my credit card. You know what I mean? But I ain't got more than $10,000, so I'm just gonna be in the what you call it? Yeah, the hotel. And yeah, I know crime is high in Jamaica, so I'm gonna stay in the hotel. I ain't going outside where it's violent and the police officers are extrajudicially killing them ninjas. I ain't doing that. You know, I ain't about that. I got a US passport, and I know it's bigger and it's better than anything y'all got going on in Jamaica. So let me in, you understand? That's how we gonna do it. You get me? And then they'll say, yeah, all right, boss, got you. I can sing, you know, say, your body's calling me is my favorite song. Come show, man. And that's it. No questions asked, and you come and you do whatever you're doing. And that's it. And you get to continue to live your life. The consequences are not germane to your existence. However, as a citizen of Jamaica, let me tell you about Barbados. After your firearms conviction, they're not giving you 15 years mandatory minimum because they have a competent leader who managed to make Barbados a republic, and notwithstanding that, after you commit your crimes and you do your rehabilitation period, which is a short turnaround, with ensuring that young people aren't, and just people, the citizens of Barbados aren't marred with convictions for the rest of their life and preventing them. So when the rehabilitation passes, the expungements come and you're gone back into the world. And they're not doing separating international police records and local police records. Do you know that somebody can get an expungement in Barbados and in Jamaica, them say, we don't know about the conviction, we don't recognize the expungement, that convict what? A Jamaican.
What? Oh my God. Yo. You see the part that, there's a couple points that Isaac is making that I understand. Jamaica is not at the point where we have a real rehabilitative process that we can now say, oh, you know, we're going to have mandatory sentences or minimum sentences. He's saying that is effective in first world countries that has fully established a rehabilitation plan. And thinking about it, I mean, you're locking up people in Jamaica for water gun. So now you're mixing in people into a space where there's hardened criminals there that they themselves are not getting any rehabilitation. So what the system is doing is breeding more criminals. Sonia, good morning. What the system is doing is breeding more criminals, ladies and gentlemen. It is a deadly cycle of effectively breeding more criminals. When the police go and have all these extrajudicial killings, those situations actually breed more criminals. The victims of those people, the friends of those people, the family members of those people, more often than not, when they realize that that individual was done innocently, there's always that one person out of the 10 or every 100 or every 50 that does not take that very well. And the grief and the anger is a seed planted, and what it manifests, the fruits of grief and anger towards those types of situations, does not end well. It's not good for the society. It only harbors more death, crime, violence. Yo, listen, man. Unaliving criminals is not always the best option. I'm telling you. You can't just go there and decide, say, oh, we're just going to unalive people. If that person don't pull a gun on you or they don't try to aggress you, the police, they need to stop try planting span the youth, them and kill them off, brother. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. Whatever power, I mean, hear the lawyer then tell him, say, brother, when you're on the job, do not abuse the law. Don't overstep on the bounds of the law. Because when you go in front of a judge, the same system that made you a police, they're not going to look on you. You are going to become collateral damage. You guys that work in the police force, none of you are wealthy people, Pitney, you know. When you come from the ghetto same way. When you come from the ghetto same way, most of them come from the ghetto, most of them come from humble beginnings, the country. You see me I say? So why are you guys essentially? I was watching, Eddie Griffin earlier, and he said the KKK, they have thrown in their towels because black people are unaliving each other more than the Klan are unaliving them. And it was a joke, but it's true. Even in America, the gang culture. Bless up yourself, T. Zofia. Right? Where you say pressure cooker soon pop off. My God. My God. I hope that's not the case, honestly. But we are erasing our own people. The government is involved in it in terms of their utterances that they speak out or not speak out against extrajudicial killings by the police. And when I talk about the police, I'm specifically talking about the ones them that do illegal activity. I'm not talking about good police. I'm not anti-police. Thank God for the good police them. Thank God for the good soldier them. Alright? I'm not anti-politician. Thank God for the good politicians. Some people might say that there's no such thing, Bolo. Listen, I'm not going to argue with you. If you believe there's none, I'm not going to argue with you. We're just going to disagree on this one. Yes? I'll move on. Let's continue.
And citizens can come to Jamaica and feel the effects of a foreign conviction because of how the legislation is badly written.
So the hardened criminal can leave America and come to Jamaica and enjoy themselves. But Jamaicans that have criminal records don't dare leave the border. Don't dare get a visa, you're locked off from a lot of opportunity. It's wild, man. It's wild, but they can't come to Jamaica because they have an American visa. And they probably did worse things over there. That's the point that he's making, you know. Those people probably did worse things over there than you can imagine a guy gets locked up, or a mother gets locked up for a water gun, goes to prison, somehow come out 15 years later, and still this conviction is continues to be a roadblock in their life, where they already spent 15 years and now is serving a life sentence outside of prison in normal society because they cannot function because of that conviction hanging over them. They did their time, but they're doing time outside. Well, you know, Delroy Chuck is concerned about not releasing the sex offender registry list because he doesn't want the criminals that molest and rape our women and children and young boys and girls. He doesn't want them to have a second sentence when they leave jail in society. But people that is found with a water gun will serve a second sentence. Ain't that funny? Isn't that interesting? Sonia says, that is too much prejudice against Jamaican. Hey, I'm telling you, man.
And so when we talk about mandatory minimum sentences for firearm, you see the lacuna, much less a toy gun. So while it is that the lawmakers and Jamaica, law enforcement in Jamaica is in the business of turning ordinary citizens into criminals, ensuring that they can't show to pay the increased fees to get a US visa or any other visa to leave this rock for a better life. Because whether you believe it or not, Jamaica has missed the opportunity for improvement of the least among us and their lives by buying into this third term at 1 p.m.
Yeah. Hey, Isaac, talk truth, no, man. Isaac, talk truth, no, man. And let me just go to here to solidify. Listen to this.
This is what you all voted for 4th term.
Yeah, man, take up every one of them. Lock up all the people that play. Look how much you dirty. Yeah, man, and there's them vote for. Go see them. And there's them vote for. Lock, take up every blood clotting. All who are selling if you put in a truck. Pussy hole. All who are selling for going in a blood clot truck. TikTok. And this vote them vote for. But showing down the blood clot. 4th term and one, 4th term and get. All the hustler them put them in a blood clot truck. Yeah, the bomb ball, you know.
This is what you all voted for.
Hey, Tamba Bonifire from what day, you know. One in TikTok, you know, about things that are going on St. Ann, you know. Yeah, man, the Gia Bonifire wicked, man. Man say this no want, this no get. Feel me I deal with. Big up Tamba. Yo, Jano Star. Me see him do a next video where I show the craft people them know what you were. I see them when them move up some people from off the street and so. Hey, me tell you something, man. This I go for make that. Yo, me say if you don't know wake up, man. If you don't know wake up. If you don't know wake up and understand what is taking place. Jamaica, we are being pushed out by the Jamaica Labour Party. We are being pushed out. Alright? We are being pushed out. We soon can't afford to live here. We soon can't afford to pay rent. Alright? Enough people are front on him around them. Hey! You probably have to go to the hills and ask him around them for you know? Yeah. Let me see this one. 4th term activity in Orchards. Yo, the need to go up on Tamba Legend Entertainment.
4th term activate in 8 Rios.
The people that say they market the hustler, they jump up and talk about Ray. fourth term, you know, a big bomb buckler. And look at basically what you the people that we are hustling.
Jano Star. Yo, I hustle them this up. The man they rake up the stall and I throw in a truck back. No, father, no. People like this don't vote for still, you know. Bitter medicine, you know. Where you say, evil and him cronies, them sick. They make pure nonsense and come up. Alright? Me don't know still. I don't know what it's going to take for it like a light bulb come on at the people and brain for them understand what happened, what they voted for on September 3rd. I don't know what it's going to take. But hey, Marcus Garvey, they tell me, you know, them now go understand until them back against the wall. Remember me tell you.
Well, that's a political question. But here we are, and this is our reality. We now need to collectively fix legislation. We now need to think about preserving the least among us and ensuring that they're the best of the best. We as a nation, that the only time we come together is when somebody, one tights or one panty looking something and run up and down and win goal for us, then our people that. Or if you're a dancehall artist and you end up with a #1 record and you're touring and you're famous, everybody love you. If you're an astronaut and you never spend a day in Jamaica because your family did have the sense to make sure say when your mother did go, she get your green card and file for your father, provided you're not a jacket, you get your biometrics and then you carry up and you go America or Toronto or England and then you make a life for yourself and you're a second generation and right there and then rather life is better. Not by government, but because your family made the decisions to leave this rock and you become a part of the diaspora, the biggest contributors to ensuring that Jamaica don't sink like Port Royal, sink in poverty, which is the greatest crime.
No, seriously. Man, listen. Outside of tourism, and I'm telling you, it's not far. Outside of tourism, if it's not for the diaspora, sending in barrels to Jamaica, sending money to pay bills and rent and them something there. Yo, people are suffering in Jamaica, you know? People are suffering immense poverty in Jamaica, you know? You can't believe say people and vote back for vote. You can't believe say people actually vote for Andrew Wilson in government. On every level, I am confused. I am flummoxed. I'm at a loss for words sometimes when I think back. And people say, oh, still I talk about that town of bitter. I'm not bitter. I am still in shock. Yeah, man, I'm having PTSD. Momentarily PTSD. In really trying to understand why people voted and why people are on the net talking about a fourth term with the way how the country is going and the amount of people that are literally suffering in Jamaica. I am so confused. It's like they live in an alternate reality. That's why I really believe that these people are under a spell, you know. It has to be witchcraft. There's no way. Sensible people, you don't even have to have a degree or a diploma if you have common sense and can look out your own or two eye them and see what is happening around you. You don't need a degree. Or you're doing Wagwan, big up, good morning. You understand what I say? Tease off. You don't need a degree. Yo, man, what I tell you, boy.
And while lawmakers are, they should just be giving out convictions of people who are poor. Because that's how they behave. And so, immediately, it's a simple fix. You know, the definition of imitation firearm found in section 2 simply needs to be modified. They can teach it. I will suggest it, but I'm saying that's the first thing. Secondly, I think it is not a lacuna in the law, it's bad drafting to have a catch-all provision at section 5 for what a prohibited weapon is to keep to imitation firearm. And then at the next section, it's saying that if the imitation firearm is used in the commission of an offense, the time, in other words, the commission of a felony, the time that you get is less. And furthermore...
What? No, I don't... Oh my God, I did not hear right a while ago. Isat, slow down. Say that again, please. Me not take me hear you.
Imitation firearm. And then at the next section, it's saying that if the imitation firearm is used in the commission of an offense, the time, in other words, the commission of a felony, the time that you get is less.
So wait a minute. If you are caught with a imitation firearm, which could be a water gun, a fire water, based off the wording in the act, it is broad. An imitation gun can be considered, a water gun can be considered as an imitation gun. So you can get locked up for imitation gun, a water gun, for 15 years mandatory. But if you commit a crime with the water gun, you get less time for the crime where you commit. People, are you understanding what Isat Buchannan is saying? Yo, Mr. Marlin Mala, who fought on the Jamaica Labour Party, is the enemy that farm against the Jamaican people. Yo, them money are way. Yo, where them people are come from, man? Father God, may I ask you please this morning, dear Lord, on October 10th of the 10th, 2025. Father, may I ask you please to deliver us from this government. Please, Father God. I understand, please. We need your help, Father God. We cannot go any further, Father God. We need serious, immediate action taken against these agents of the devil in this government that are the enemy of the people, the poor people of Jamaica. Father God, you say you know, Father God. May I ask you, please, Father God, help me, Father God. We can't take no more of this. This is too much, Father God. It is too much. It is too much. We need your help, Father God. Please, we need your help. No, sir. Boy, may I tell you, no, boy, no.
And furthermore, if the act seems to suggest that it contemplates that the only time an imitation firearm you should be charged and possibly convicted for it is if you use it in commission of a felony. So the act is saying two different things all at the same time. And of course, there has to be a revisiting to change that position. The thing about it is, when I was crying about it from a long time, and there's a case in point before the court, and I'm going to call the young man's name. But I find it to be very vindictive to be putting up citizens that are progressive and knocking them away and not giving them bail and having their lives just wither away even before conviction for imitation firearm. Something that can bring no harm, especially when it's for possession simplicity. You didn't point it at anybody to apprehend fear. There wasn't no evidence of proceeding to commit an offense. And
so there's a case in court that he is the lawyer for the client, and the client is in lockup while the trial is going on for quite some time now for imitation firearm that can do no harm to anybody. What, boy, you know, my heart is heavy. That's why I'm telling you, I had to do this, you know. I had to do this morning early before this Friday I start, because I know things will get topsy-turvy, you know, the Friday. Mighty God.
and then you take somebody's child and you take away important days that become months, that become years, that ultimately is a conviction. And remember, it's not a trial by jury, the firearm legislation is tried by judge alone. Judge who's already formed opinions about black people like me and the addresses that they come from and what should happen to them.
Yo, that is a real thing, you know. So like all of you to come from a certain part of the ghetto, automatically there's a stereotype. Oh, Jesus. You know, we ask the youth them for go school, and we ask them for do the right thing, and them do all of that, and the system still flush them. Flush them, or it's either them flush them or them push them into a space where them are gonna get flushed. It's like them, yo, it's bad enough. You don't see how the hunger way me see, way through of a prayer. I don't really see another way, you know. Pray without ceasing. I always hear Pastor shut the word to that. Pray without ceasing. Wow. People, I would encourage you guys to go and watch Context Matters with Isat Buchannan on his platform. This one named Context Matters, an eye for an eye. Who do we protect? Murder versus self-defense of another. People, I'm going to leave it right there. So, for this morning, I find some sleeping patterns that I get thrown off. So that's why when I feel the energy and I feel the conviction, I just do a live no matter what time of the morning or night or day it is. And as you have noticed, I have been putting out less. I have been putting out less videos than I did before. And I want to encourage you guys to go and check them out. There's a lot of great content and conversation, and I think you guys are missing out because I'm looking at the numbers and I know y'all are missing out. You know, I know that my people, I don't know, it's like, I don't know if them can't find the channel. I see there was a bug on my channel the other day. I call it a bug because when I start a live, I can't find the live. Even when I end the live is gone and I don't see it, and I'm like, what is going on? You know, there's some word from Pastor Peter Chambers and the prophetess that I would encourage you guys to go and listen. We need to prepare for what is to come, spiritually, mentally, physically, and otherwise. Yeah. So bless everybody. Thank you guys for being here. If you haven't hit the like button already on YouTube, I want to encourage you to do so before you leave. I thank you. Have yourselves a wonderful Friday, all right?